The High Desert Museum is celebrating 25 years.
As it's grown over the years, so has its wildlife collection. News Channel 21's DEANNE Goodman introduces us to some of the creatures at the museum that keep visitors intrigued and coming back for more.
Midday at the High Desert Museum is sleepy time for Snowshoe the lynx and Ochiko the bobcat. Pinecone the porcupine doesn't know if he wants to take a nap or waddle with apprehension down the log he was placed on.
He's a rodent. Rodents are quite stubborn and they sometimes just want to sit and do their own thing and not think too much. And so that was him just kind of pondering, do I really want to put in this effort to do that much? But most of the time he's a pretty good porcupine.
With such a sweet face, it's hard to believe picking him up would result in a prickful pain. His quills shed as easily as hair and are used as a defense mechanism. Another animal with a unique defense mechanism, the desert tortoise. This species has struggled to survive after joining the endangered club in the 1970s.
Roads crisscrossing their habitats and whatnot were detrimental to their migration and just people hitting them with cars and stuff like that.
Desert tortoises are also endangered because people would pick them up in the wild without knowing that when they get picked up, they actually urinate as a defense mechanism, and then they can't replenish their body fluids.
That tortoise can actually die from dehydration, not being able to replenish that water.
Brooks can be picked up without urinating because he's been in captivity all his life. At age 50, he has about 100 more years to live. Humans who aren't even born yet will someday be taking care of Brooks at the High Desert Museum.
The animals that we have here are here because they can't be released out in the wild and survive. And so it's our job to educate people about them and hopefully they'll learn to appreciate them and then want to protect them out there in the wild.
100-plus creatures call the High Desert Museum home. Charisma the bald eagle is one of the newer additions. Once a soaring symbol of America, she's now lucky to get a week hop in here and there. She was found in Alaska, close to death.
They got close to get a look at her and she flew off, but she couldn't fly. She actually hit the water and struggled to get back onto the wood.
Today, Charisma is learning to fly again and may one day be in an educational show like many of the other wildlife at the High Desert Museum.
Wildlife are important at the museum because they help connect people to the landscape of the region, and especially children who understand the importance of home.
Whether you are 4 or 94, you can find something fascinating with the wildlife at the museum and perhaps fall in love with a face like this. At the High Desert Museum, DeAnne Goodman, News Channel 21.
Looks like a lot of fun. Care for the animals costs about $500,000 a year. The museum is funded entirely by visitors, members, and donors.